Cik, cik.
Cik, satu, dua, dicoba. Sig, one mic, sig, lu, sig.
Cik, one.
Cik, satu, dicoba.
Cik, satu dicoba. Cik, one. Cik, one. Cik, cik. Cik, one. Cik, one. Wah. Cik, one. Udah besar suaranya. Cik, cik, cik. Satu dicoba. Cik, one. Satu. Udah?
Tes, tes. Tes, tes. Tes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Honorable Vice Rector for Planning Cooperation and Information Affairs, Professor Akmaluddin, ST MSc PhD. The Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Business, Mataram University, Dr. Ihsan Rois, MSE. The Honorable Vice Deans of Economic and Business, Mataram University. The Honorable Executive Director of the CLAC Trade Center and Director Academic Service Center, University of Thai Chamber of Commerce, Professor Jakarin Srimun, PhD. The Honorable Executive Chairman or President of Kuala Lumpur Business School, SDN BHD, Dato Professor Sudin Harun. The Honorable Lecturer Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Mataram, Mr. Agustin S.A. MBA, DBA. The Honorable Lecturer and all of these participants of this event. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. All praise only to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the Lord of the world, the possessor of science, the creator of everything in the universe. Because of his blessing, we are able to attend this event. Peace and salutation always be upon to the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, to his household, his companions, and his faithful followers. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Melinda Silvana as the Master of Ceremony to the international. I will welcome you to the international seminar with the theme Accelerating the Creative Economy, Lesson Learned from Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, on this special occasion, Let me tell you about our agenda today. First is the opening ceremony. Second is singing the national anthem. Third is the welcome speech. Fourth is doa. Fifth is handover souvenir. Sixth is traditional dance. Seven is the seminar session. And last is closing. Let's start this agenda by saying Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The next agenda is singing the national anthem, Indonesia Raya. All of this meeting participants, please kindly stand up. Thank you. All participants might back to their seat. Step into the next agenda is a remark from the Rector of Mataram University that will be represented by the Vice Rector for Planning, Cooperation, and Information Affairs of Mataram University, Professor Akmaluddin, STMSc PhD, that will also open this international seminar officially. To Mr. Akmaluddin, the time and stage are yours.
Yes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah wa syukrulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah Sayyidina Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi wa la hawla wa la quwata illa billah. Amma ba'du. Good morning, everyone. The honorable speakers, Professor Jakarin Srimon, PhD, the Executive Director of the SEALEC Trade Center, and also Director Academic Service Center, University of the Thai Chamber of Commerce, UTCC, Thailand. The honorable speakers, Dato Professor Sudin Harun, the Executive Chairman or the President of Kuala Lumpur Business School in Malaysia, who will deliver his presentation later on using the platform of Zoom meeting. Our colleague, Dr. Agustin, the lecturer of Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Mataram. Distinguished guests, we have economic practitioner, I think, attended this conference. The chairperson of ICSB West Nusa Tenggara Province, the chairman of the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry West Nusa Tenggara Province, the chairman of the Creative Economy Movement from West Nusa Tenggara and Mataram City, the head of Industry Department West Nusa Tenggara, and the head of Industry Department of the West Nusa Tenggara as well, and the chairman of the Association of Young Entrepreneurs. Student, participant, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let's thank Almighty God who has given His blessing and mercy so we can gather today in this place, in this event, in health and good condition without any obstacles. Blessing and greetings to our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who has passed down the Quran as the way of life for mankind on this earth. May Allah show us the right path to follow His guidance. Ladies and gentlemen, on this occasion, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Akmaluddin, as mentioned it before by the MC, a professor of civil engineering, and currently appointed as Vice Rector for the Planning, Collaboration, and Information System at the University of Mataram. This is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the international seminar, which is being held by the Faculty of Economic and Business University of Mataram, entitled Accelerating the Creativity Economy, Lesson Learned from Asia. The three eminent speakers that I mentioned above will convey their main ideas about the creative economy in Asia. So this is a great opportunity for discussion between the student, practitioners, and speakers, where I know that there are many economy practitioners who attended these seminars. So please use this opportunity to exchange your ideas. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Rector of University of Mataram, this is the second time I stand on this stage to deliver the opening speech of the seminar within a month. So I really appreciate the effort has been made by the Dean of Economic and Business Faculty in organizing this event. To our guest speakers, I'd like to use this occasion to give a brief introduction to the University of Mataram. Mataram University was founded in 1962 and currently has 9 faculties and 1 postgraduate student program. The Faculty of Economic and Business is the oldest of the 8 faculties, namely faculties of law, agriculture, animal husbandry, teaching, training, and education, engineering, math and natural sciences, medicine, and the Faculty of Food, Technology, and Agro-Industry. From the 9 faculties, there are more than 70 study programs, including diploma, undergraduate, and postgraduate study programs. We have a student body of more than 35,000, supported by 1,300 or 1,300 something lecturers, with about 74 of them are professors and about 1,200 administration staff. The campus at this location occupies area about 40 hectares, which is located in Lombok Island, a really small island with an area of about less than 5,000 square kilometers. So the island of Lombok, when we measure from west to east, just about 80 kilometers. And the Lombok Island has the population about 3.5 million people. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, the seminars are a part of the way humans interact in academic life. So it has become a place for researchers, to convey their ideas and share information with other researchers. Therefore, this seminar is expected to play a role in information sharing, knowledge sharing, and experience sharing, and the most that can create opportunity for research collaboration between researchers and between universities among the speakers or participants at these seminars. Dear ladies and gentlemen, Mataram University has an interest in this kind of activity in order to improve main performance indicator, which is one of the indicators used in the evaluating either the success or not of the higher education management in Indonesia. Therefore, this kind of activity is also expected to be carried out by the study programs or faculties within the University of Mataram in the near future. The more activities such as this, the more positive the KPI value. Finally, I'm going to end this speech, but before that, I would like to extend an especially warm welcome to the invited speakers who have traveled far to be with us today, Professor Jakarin Srimon. Then on behalf of the Rector of the University of Mataram, I declare that this international guest lecture is officially open. I hope that this seminar will benefit our institution and all of us in this room. Enjoy your seminar and of course enjoy Lombok. That's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yes. Thank you to Mr. Akmaluddin, STMSC Engineering PhD. The next agenda is doa, and the session will be guided by Dr. Haji Busaini, MSE. To Mr. Busaini, the time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. English or Arabic or Indonesia? Arabic and Indonesia. Sorry, Prof. Jakarin. Let me take Freya in Indonesia and Arabic. Okay. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Hamdan yuwafi ni'amahu wa yukafi mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karim azimi sultanik. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma inna nas'aluka ridhaka wal jannah wa na'udzu bika min sakhatika wan nar. Allahumma rzuqna fahman nabiyyin wa hifzal mursalin wa ilhamal malaikatil muqarrabin birahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Allah, segala puji bagimu. Pada pagi hari ini kami bersyukur atas segala nikmat-Mu karena bisa melaksanakan seminar internasional Accelerating the Creative Economic Lesson Learned from Asia. Berikanlah rahmat dan karunia-Mu. Ya Allah, jadikanlah kami orang-orang yang pandai bersyukur atas segala nikmat yang telah Engkau berikan. Ya Allah, bukakanlah pikiran kami, lapangkanlah dada kami dalam menerima materi-materi seminar ini sehingga dapat bermanfaat bagi lembaga kami ini. Ya Allah, lindungilah kami dari segala macam bencana, musibah, dan segala macam penyakit. Ya Allah, jadikanlah kami orang yang banyak mengingat mati, karena orang yang pandai dan bijaksana adalah orang yang banyak mengingat mati. Ya Allah, ampunilah dosa kami, dosa kedua orang tua kami, dosa para pemimpin-pemimpin kami. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inna kunna minaz zalimin. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adzaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamun alal mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Mr. Busaini. Then there is the handing over of souvenirs and a group photo session. To the committee, please arrange the position. We will give the souvenirs from University of Mataram to University of the Thai Chamber of Commerce. It will deliver by Vice Rector. And the second, from Deans to the second speaker, Mr. Agustin S.A., MBA, DBA. Back. Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is traditional dance. On this precious occasion, a traditional dance that will be performed is the Kembang Sembah Dance. Kembang Sembah Dance as a welcoming dance in Mataram, West Nusa Tenggara. Kembang Sembah Dance has a well-mannered dance character with 14 basic movements. Let's welcome the performance of the Kembang Sembah Dance. Give applause to the performance. For your information, the dancer is from Student Economic and Business Faculty, University of Mataram. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at today's main event, namely the international seminar session with the theme Accelerating the Creative Economy Lesson Learned from Asia, which will be hosted by Professor Lalu M. Furqon, SAMM, PhD. But before we jump to the main session, let me read a short profile of Mr. Professor Lalu M. Furqon, SAMM, PhD, our moderator today. Professor Lalu M. Furqon, SAMM, PhD, is a lecturer in Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Mataram. He finished his master's degree in Strategic Management at Gajah Mada University and completed his doctorate degree in Technology Management at Nagoya Institute of Technology, Japan. And now he is Chief Study Program of Tourism Department, University of Mataram. What an amazing profile of Professor Lalu Muhammad Furqon, SAMM, PhD. So without any further ado, let's invite Professor Lalu Furqon, SAMM, PhD. To Professor Lalu M. Furqon, SAMM, PhD, the time is yours.
Okay. I sit here. Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. Arigato gozaimashita. All right, thank you so much. So today is a really beautiful day that, we got very handsome professor. We got very smart professor that graduated from Kyoto University. Please give applause. Okay, also we got our gentleman speaker here in my right side. Professor Agustin, give applause. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so many people, yeah? So I'm so happy to see that so many students join the international seminars. That is really important for our university. Hopefully also in the future between our university, there will be student exchange also, not only the seminar, and maybe the teacher also might, exchange between your university and our university. And today it is very, very challenging, very challenging topic that talk about the tourism, talk about the creative economy. As you know that Indonesia is also, they focus on tourism also, as well as in West Nusa Tenggara, as well as in Lombok. You can see this is your first time to come, your first time, for Prof. Jakarin to come in Lombok, and then here you are. You can see the enthusiastic students here to see the professor and smart and handsome such like you. If we see from the data, in Indonesia, if we see from data of the creative economy, there was a survey from University of Erlangga that tried to make survey how creative economy support the economic growth. It's around 8 until 10% of the creative economy, all of the creative economy support the economic growth in Indonesia. That's huge, that's fantastic, and that's very potential. And now we are going to try to explore about the creative economy in many different countries, especially in Asia. We can learn the lesson learned from the Thailand from the Japan, because he graduated from Japan. And then we can also hear maybe the speech from Zoom meeting from Prof. Dato in Zoom meeting about the creative economy in Thailand. And we could also, can listen from our gentleman speaker in my right side, Professor Agustin, that he will talk a lot, that he is the specialist of the small and medium enterprises, especially in innovation, especially in terms of the creative economy. So for the first speaker, let me please, Professor Agustin, for the first time to explore about the creative economy lesson learned from Indonesia. Time is yours, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, my colleague, Brother Furqon, Professor Furqon, Professor Jakarin Srimun, PhD, note speaker from Thailand. Chamber of Commerce University. Pop Kumkra Sawadikap. When I studied in Australia long time ago, the Thai call me, especially Thai girls, call me P. Agus. And I call them Nong. Nong is P's name is Brother Agus. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for me to as international seminars with the theme, the creative economy lesson learned from Asia. That theme, the title of my presentation today is this microphone is not really reliable. So, thank you. The title of my presentations is Entrepreneurship and Creative Tourism Development and Indonesian Case Studies. How long time for me, moderator? 30 minutes. Okay, strong, quite long time. I will make it less than 30 minutes. Well, the creative economy. If we talk about creative economy, there are three variables included. The first one is creativity, knowledge, and information. That's why the definition of creative economy is new economy that intensifies the three things: technology, knowledge, and information. Creativity, knowledge, information, the three things. And we all know that what types of sector or businesses included in the creative economy. We can see here from advertising, architecture, crafts, etc. And what specific things that I would discuss today is about entrepreneurship and creative tourism. Entrepreneurship is very close to creative, especially creative tourism. And in this presentation, I will present the 3 case studies. The first one is women entrepreneurships, and the second one is one of tour package called Merapi Lava Tour, and the third one is pottery lesson, making lessons in one of village in Western Lombok Regency. Ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurship there is a 2-step process in entrepreneurship. The first one is, we call it infancy phase, in which new ideas are generated. And the second one is innovation phase, during which new ideas are developed into marketable goods and services. Therefore, if we talk about entrepreneurship, if there is no product or services, there's no meaning of this entrepreneurship. That's why we call entrepreneur is the people who create, who have an idea and develop businesses and create goods and services, or product and services. Now, I would like to jump to specifically a creative tourism. What we mean about with creative tourism. Creative tourism is a product or services that improve tourist experiences and participations, as well as educating them in the field of arts, heritage, culture, or special character of a place. There is 3 levels of collaboration and partnership in creative tourism. We can see here, the first one is tourism experience. The second one is collaboration and alliances between local stakeholders. Later on, I will show you what type of collaborations between stakeholders. And the third one is networking. These are very important things in creative things. In creativity is networking. Now I will start the first case studies. The first one, we call it here, women entrepreneurships in one of the village called Bilabanti village. I think we all know. Most of us know Bilabanti is well known as what we call it tourism village or creative village. An example of creative tourism and tourism entrepreneurships I can explain here in this case study. That's why I make a title called Women Entrepreneurships, because of the founder and the leader of this so-called woman entrepreneur is Ibu Zainab. We call it Ibu Zainab, and a well-known company called Uday Azhari. Ibu Zainab started very early in 2007. Actually, they started their businesses, started from small shop. Yeah? From small shop, they sell snack food and chips for the neighborhood. They sell it she sell it for neighborhood. And then her business is going to went bankruptcy. Yeah. And 2011, she joined a course named the Tortilla Making Course. That was conducted by Ministry of Cooperative and Small Business Development. And that from that course, she invented called recipe to make tortilla chips. And then Zainab created a model of commodity-based enterprises, call it CBE. CBE, that I mentioned earlier, is Ude Azhari. Ude is Usaha Dagang Azhari. And she transferred the knowledge to the local woman. The local woman is very uneducated woman. They are become a housewife, and one group consists of 10 women. But at the time, by the time at 2021, Ude Azhari has employed and provide self-employment opportunity to approximately 300 women, not only from that village, but also from neighboring village, neighboring regions like West Lombok Regency and Central Lombok Regency. And now Zainab, Ibu Zainab was known as one of leading women at the national level. Excuse me. What we can learn from Ibu Zainab? First one, social issues. Ude Azhari was contribute to elevate poverty, at least in her regions, and empowering women so that they can be financially independent. That's social issues of Ude Azhari. The second one is motivation. At the first time, Zainab wanted to help her husbands to earn more money. But Zainab also determined to make the whole community to be financially independent, especially women. That's motivations of this Ude Azhari that was founded and led by Ibu Zainab. What the business model of Ibu Zainab? We can see here. The first one is joint ownership or collective ownership of Ude Azhari. Second one is self-reliance, independence, not depend on government, not depend on others. The third one is cooperation between women. And the last one is profit sharing. That's for economics things. That's why we call it here, the business model of Ude Azhari is the implementation of social entrepreneurships. And the bottom line here, we can see the triple bottom line of the business model of Ude Azhari is social, economy, and environment. and move and improve to become quadruple bottom line, because they create a new product. This is a skincare or body care product. The first one is increase welfare of the society. The second one, women more productive and more focused on their future. Because they focus, because no need to think about economic things. The third, women feel more secure about their lives, their future, their family. And the last one is chance for women to earn stable income. That's what we call it, secure economics. That's the first case studies of entrepreneurship and women entrepreneurship that was implement social entrepreneurship's principle. And the second one is the second case studies is Merapi Lava Tour. I think we all know that when the Merapi mountain erupted about 26th of October 2010, 12 years ago, it caused more than 300 casualties and number of refugees, 100,000 refugees, and also damage houses. We all know. Devastating economy was in there at the time. You can imagine. And what someone did at that time. There is a resident named Pak Triyono. Pak Triyono took initiative to design what we call it Merapi Lava Tour, using off-road vehicles with accompanied by a tour guide. About 3 or 4 years ago, I did try this what we call tour package. And we can see from the picture, this is what we call a river that was created by eruption. And the second picture, this is a jeep, yeah, off-road. Pak Triyono was initiated the jeep trip across the environment of Merapi erupted. And the third one, this is also what we call it museum of the Merapi eruption. Yeah. The Merapi Lava Tour is an example of the concept of tourism entrepreneurship by a creative member of community. Was led by Pak Triyono. Yeah. Pak Triyono has contributed significantly, yeah, to the availability of jobs, yeah, and improving the welfare of the surrounding community. Yeah. As explained by Ramu Kumba, tourism reduces poverty but improve earnings. The tourism business has facilitated the entrepreneur belonging to deprive background to find employment and develop their standard of living. This is the second case study. And now I move to the third and the last case studies. This case study is called the Lombok Pottery Making Lessons. Is the story or the process of this the step of this package of tourism is next. Yeah. They start from one gallery in Banyumolak, one of the village in West Lombok, as a meeting place of all tourists that want to visit or to join this tourism package program. From that meeting place, they were transported to Crab Center, yeah, to join pottery making lesson using Lombok traditional horse carriage, call it Cidomo, yeah, accompanied by English and local tourist guide. Yeah. And the guide explained the history of pottery, and the products of pottery making activities may be owned by the tourists after they finish conducted the meeting, the making. And after they finish, they return to the gallery using Cidomo and finishing their work at that gallery while they are enjoying lunch with traditional Lombok menu. So in this package, what benefit community? The first one is pottery making, women earn income, and guide, Cidomo, food, the gallery. So at least 5 economic benefit gotten from this package. We can see the example of the picture. Yeah, this is not the real picture actually. I don't have the picture, the real picture, and I'm ashamed to show actually my picture. I was a bit young at that time, about 5 years to 6 years ago. So now I'm getting older. What we learned from pottery making lesson. Next presentation, please. From the Lombok pottery making lessons is an example of the implementation to meet the expectations of tourists, yeah, which frequently cover the following items. Is the tourists want to experience the local culture by participating in the artistic and creative activities. They want to live the experiences where they can feel as a local. Yeah? They do not look for the monumentality or the spectacularity. They are prosumers and share their experiences on social media. Yeah, like your generations. end my presentations. Creative economy or creative industry has a significant contribution to the economic growth, like mentioned by moderator earlier, of country like Indonesia. The development of creative industry, especially creative tourism businesses, has been rapidly increasing, especially during the COVID-19 era. Creative tourism involves more interactions in which the visitor has an educational, emotional, social, and participative interactions with the place. So that's why during the COVID-19, creative economy was decreasing. Thus, understanding the creative tourism concept and practical case study will help entrepreneurs to find business opportunities and manage the businesses. That's all my presentations. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you very much. It was a very interesting presentation. Just to remember that Prof. Agustin mentioned about 3 cases, lesson learned from Indonesia, that maybe you have been heard about Bilabante village. Have you ever heard Bilabante village? No? You don't know? Or for you guys who do not focus on tourism, probably do not know this one. But for those guys who focus on tourism, especially in small medium enterprises, Bilabante is already, go all over the world. They go to Thailand to present about the success story of the Bilabante. And there are so many other villages also, not only Bilabante only, but like Setanggor and like many other tourism villages. Now the government, national government, try to develop. So now seems like the tourism industry, which is now shifting like ecotourism to be the socio-economic tourism. So Professor Agustin have mentioned about 3 cases. Bilabante with the Zainab. Be careful with the women. Women is, very strong. But also Adam, the first human also sent down to the earth because of the woman also. Be careful with that. Do you get me? Do you follow me? Okay. And then the second case also was it mentioned in Yogyakarta. Behind the disaster of the eruption of the Merapi mountain, not only disaster we can see, there is also an opportunity you can see. So lesson learned from this one, whenever you get failure, whenever you get hurt, never ever think that is a failure or hurt. That is a lesson learned how to develop, to upgrade your value. That what Yogyakarta did with the lesson learned of the Merapi. And the third case is, Prof. Agustin mentioned about the Banyumulak. You know Banyumulak? Oh, Banyumulak is so close that you know. But Bilabante is a bit, you don't know, yeah? Setanggor, do you know Setanggor? Okay. Bilabante, I think lesson learned of the tourism village come to the Bilabante, which is now, they spread the knowledge, the transfer to many other countries. So from these 3 cases, Bilabante, and then Yogyakarta, and then again to the Banyumulak. So we got very specific and interesting point of view here. And then maybe if you guys have any question or issues how to develop our tourism, our creative industry in order to strengthen our economy, maybe some of you have point of view to ask, to promote, to discuss on this seminar. Please. Yes. 1, at least 3, for the first one, you, and then second one from this side. Please, left side, okay. And then now I need this one from the right side, please. Come on, from the right side. Please raise your hand. Do not be afraid. We just only share. Hopefully this we can learn from each other. How Bilabante, how Yogyakarta, and how Banyumuluk also give a lesson learned. Share the knowledge to other places. Please, from this side. You? Now from this side? From this one? Oh, come on. Prof. Sukarin is waiting for you. Come on. From the ladies. Yeah, you know, Lombok people is a bit, shy. Especially if they see, for example, the woman professor smart and handsome like you. So please, come on. I'm trying. Is that okay? Okay. Come on. Question from here. The second one. Okay, we give the chance first for.
Check. Thank you for your time, sir. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Zohdi Alfarizi. I'm from Mataram University, major of management, concentration, management, marketing. I have very confused for my village, and then there are two tourism potential in my village. The name my village is Desa Sukarara and Desa Batu Tulis. And then he have a many potential tourism. The name is agrotourism and the culture. But the Sukara village, the famous the Tenun. And in my question, how to invite the other people for join my strategic for a famous agrotourism in Sukara and the Batu Tulis village, because the Sukara has a famous Tenun. Maybe just enough. Thank you, sir.
Give applause to Jody. You know what? I'm so proud with Jody. Whenever he raise his hand, it means he can conquer himself. Just like you, not feeling shy. If you can raise your hand, that means you can conquer yourself. And then congratulations for you for your question, Jody. Give applause to Jody. Okay, I'm looking the question from this side. I'm looking the conqueror. Who the other people from this side can conquer themselves to raise question. I know you have so many questions, but still feeling doubt whether my question is good, whether my question is bad. But now we are looking. I don't give you any certificate more if you don't ask question. Please. Please, you have question. Maybe I can see from your eyes. It seems like you want to have question. Yes, just only see from your eyes. I know that.
Sorry. Okay. Thank you for opportunity. My name is Niken. I'm sorry, my English language is bad, but I will try to best. Okay. My question is, what do you think, and what we have to do as golden generation to make a creative economy in to start make a creative economy in our country. That's all from me. Thank you.
At least I can help to conquer yourself. I know from your eyes. Okay, for the last one, please give me your eyes. If you do not want to raise your hand, give me your eyes. Okay, from this side, one more before we go to the presenter. From this side.
Sir, here it is.
Oh, wait. Oh, please. Let's go. Excuse me.
Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm sorry before because my English is not too good. My name is Bayu Swatunisa Citraningrat. I am from, I'm majoring management, semester 6. My question is, how if we have good strategies to develop some village for create a creative business or something like that? How to before we know we have to take some training or workshop to add our knowledge about how to develop some creative business, but how do you think about how if we cannot take the training because we don't have enough cost or enough money for take the training? How about you? Thank you so much.
As you can see, Prof. Jakarian, we got so many potential actually, yeah. So that's many students here feeling shy, but once you can handle your shy, that's your freedom. Once that you can handle your freedom, that's your winning. Okay, we have 3 questions, please, for Professor Agustin to respond. For any question you want to start, please, time is yours.
We have 3 questions, but all of the 3 questions basically is very general question actually. Yeah, very general. First one is from one of the students from Sukarara and Batu Tulis. Yeah, your village is Sukarara was well known as handicraft tenun, yeah, handicraft center, and was also well known. The whole Lombok very well known. Long time ago, yeah, 10, 20 years ago, but now decreasing. At least in my point of view. And Batu Tulis is the neighboring village. I didn't know that Batu Tulis is well known as agrotourism. Yeah. Well, my response of this for the whole question actually, we start from what is entrepreneurship and what is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is people who have an idea and follow his or her idea to create organizations and produce product or services that needs by certain consumer or certain people. That's mean that people who have an idea or individual who have an idea and develop an idea create a business, and business they produce product or services that the product or services is needs of customer needs, they become an entrepreneur. That's the definition of entrepreneur. And to become an entrepreneur, first things you need to have an ability is to become a creative persons. Creative, the two pace of to become entrepreneur. First one is invention pace and innovation pace. Invention is creativity. Innovations is you have a result of your creativity. No need to have only money or cost. You have an idea, you have networking, you will become an entrepreneur. So don't worry if you don't have money. You may be an entrepreneur if you have networking. This is to answer the questions of the second, how to start or to be creative in economy. Remember, in management strategy lesson, we learned the first thing we need to know is look yourself. What is in yourself? The existing condition of your village, the existing condition of yourself, and the second question they need to answer is where do we want to go? Yeah? Your goals, your objective. And the third one is the strategy, how to go there. First one is where we are now. Yeah? Where we are now, where do we want to go, and how to go there. Yeah. So keep in your mind the three questions and answer that questions. You will be succeed. I think I answered the whole questions. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So you have no more question anymore. Is that one, two? No? Okay. Okay, please.
I have the
Okay.
Test. Okay, so my name is Melinda Silvana. I am from Economic and Business Faculty, majoring in economic development. So my questions is how to increase and how to be brave for ourselves and for the others to be an entrepreneur. And then as we know, maybe all of the participants are student, and then di sini maybe there is a workman or something else like that. So how to make a consistent if we are a businessman or a business girl or have a business, how to take a consistent, how make us consistent with it, because maybe we have a business while we studying, maybe we have a business while we working, and etc. So how to make ourselves or the others consistent with it, consistent with our business. Maybe that's a lot of problem with it because the consistency is really hard to do it gitu. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you.
Well, first thing that I need to say is to become an entrepreneur, the first requirement is risk taker. Understand risk taker? Not risk averse. Yeah? But the risk taker means calculated risk taker. You understand what I mean? Calculated risk taker? You calculate your risk before you make a decisions. And the second one is focus. You ask me how to be focused. Very, very difficult actually, but you need to be focused. And the third one is you have to be network persons. You have a lot of friends. Yeah. Don't selfish. Yeah. You understand what I mean? At least 3 things you need. Thank you. Consistent, yeah, that's mean focus. It is one of things, requirement of consistent. Yeah, that's mean focus. Yeah. If you fall down, back. Yeah. Focus yourself in your business.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Because the fell down is also that risk. Yeah. You have to be one of risk taker persons.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, maybe some of you? No? Oh, still, you have so many fans, so never ending question, huh? Okay, after that.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Let me introduce myself. I'm Intan Waratul Iza from Mataram University, majoring management. So I just asked about MSMI. As we know, the in Indonesia. So creative economy and is very and interconnected. So my question is, what is the best the MSMI for our gold granite? Thank you.
Yeah, the question is about how to become a creative, to be a creative person. Okay. Very general question. So, but what I mean is the first thing you need to identify yourself. I mean, identify yourself. What you good at? What's your X factor? Do you know what I mean? X factor? Yeah. What differentiates you from other persons? You have to identify them. That's the first thing, that the important things. And the second one is what's your ability, your knowledge, your skills, your ability, your experience. That's main competency. Identify your competency and do that for a certain time. They will find your X factor. And by the time you find your X factor and focus to that factor, and do it. That's general clue I can say, I can give to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. For each success, you need to start. The first step is very important. When you start your first step, please focus to your step, to your goal. You fell down 10 times, you need to get up 12 times. So never ending stop of achieving your dream is the X factor of yours. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much for the first session. Give applause to Prof. Agustin. Well, now from Indonesia, we go traveling now. Not so far. Our neighbor to Malaysia, Dato' Prof. Sudin Harun. Good morning, Dato', Prof. Hello from Indonesia, from Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Mataram. There are so many students here. So waiting for your presentation, share your knowledge, share your experience. Hopefully that will make benefit for all of the students of University of Mataram. Please, Dato', stage is yours. Prof. Dato, can you hear me? Please, you're mute, I think. Oh, unmute. Oh, it's okay. Please, can you say something? Hello, Prof. Dato. Yeah, we can see you, but we cannot hear you, Dato, Prof. Okay, please say something, please. We are waiting for you, Dato Prof.
Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, thank you very much. So we can hear you, Prof. Dato. So please, time is yours to present your presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, first of all, let me thanks Almighty Allah. I can participate in this timely conference or seminar. And also I should thank to Pak Eddie, who invited me in short notice. Okay, but however, since entrepreneurship is deep inside my heart, I accepted the invitation because entrepreneurship is a forte of mine. I involved in this entrepreneurship sector since 1978. So I wrote few books in entrepreneurship. So I like to share my knowledge with you all. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Prof. Dato, we can see. Please continue.
You see my slide, right?
Yes, we can see clearly. Please continue,
Okay.
Prof. Dato.
Okay, first of all, do you know these people? So if you really want to become entrepreneurs, you want to success in your life, I do believe that you know these people. These are the richest people on earth, okay, in the world. This is the richest. Now, and this is in Malaysia, the richest person in Malaysia. You see here, first you must see the name of these people. Okay, and this also for Muslim. You see, Muslim in Malaysia holding the 12 places, 25th places, and the rest. So this is the Muslim. And then in Indonesia, I think this is the person. So if in the case that you do not know this person, that means the entrepreneurship spirit is not in your heart, still not in your heart. If entrepreneurship in your heart, you have to know these people. Okay, that is my first advice to you. Know these people. And secondly, I noticed two of the participants, when asking the presenter, they said, I am sorry, my English is not good. This is not good from my perspective. You should never say that I'm not good. You must always say that my English is good. Okay, this is the spirit of entrepreneurs. They will never say I'm not good. The moment you say I'm not good, that means it is you are a negative person. I know I have friends with Indonesian professor. I know I have friends with Indonesian conglomerates. So sometimes their English is not good, but we never complain, we never comment, because English is a communication method. As long as you understand, it is perfectly okay. Okay, next time, if you in seminar, you never say, sorry, my English is not good. As long as we understand, okay, that is my first advice to you. Now, question to ponder. Why some people are richer than others and why some are poor? Okay, you have to think, why some people rich, why some people poor? Number two, what does it take to become richer than others? What does it take? So, in order for you to become rich, you must differentiate yourself with others. Okay, if you want to become entrepreneurs, you must differentiate with others. If you have a similar character, if you have similar way of life, so you will never become a successful person. Okay, then you should know what are the traits of the richer have. Okay, what traits they have. Okay, for example, for me, I'm a professor. Okay, you Google in the scholars, Google Scholar. Okay, then you know what are my contribution in knowledge. You can read my book, you can read my article. Everything is there in Google Scholar. Now, last question. Do you think that people are rich because of their faith or they work for it? Is it because you are born in the golden plate, golden spoon, or most of them work for it? Now, in Malaysia, most of them are those who really working hard and those who like to become entrepreneurs. Now, and then my question, who is entrepreneurs? Now, just now, the first presenter give the definition of entrepreneurs. Okay, they said entrepreneurs who create and invest in one more business. This is you can find in Google. Actually, myself, I've been involved in entrepreneurship for the last 50 years. When we organize a seminar, a training, a conference, and we ask the student, why you like to become entrepreneurs? Well, they will say, I want to become a rich people. I want to have a lot of money, a lot of wealth. For me, it is wrong. It is wrong, but I'm not blaming them. I'm not blaming them because you know what? Most of the trainers, most of the professors, and most of the docents, they learn entrepreneurship from the book that written by English people. They read a book written by the Western people. But for me, the meaning of entrepreneurs is the third one. So this is people always go. This is the definition given by Professor Sudip. Why? For me, entrepreneurs is a Muslim yang berterusan forever mencari, menggembling, dan memanfaatkan kurnia Allah untuk faedah diri sendiri, ummah, dan makhluk Allah yang lain menurut Al-Quran dan Sunnah. This is the entrepreneurs from Islamic perspective. Okay? Because in Malaysia, we create many entrepreneurs. We give capital to them. We give contract to them. But at the end of the day, they are not become successful people. Because what? There is no element of religiosity in them. Okay, that's why I'm always tell my student, if you want to become entrepreneurs, see this definition. Why? If you read Quran, 3 things in Quran, Allah says, number 1, everything on earth and heaven belong to me. So the asset on earth, the wealth on earth is belong to Allah, not belong to human being. Okay, that is you must remember. Number 2, Allah said, I created this wealth. I created this world is for the believers. For what? For Muslim people. For Muslim people. And lastly, Allah said, you go all over the world to seek my wealth or to seek my bounty. So if we read, we understand this properly, of course, we will continuously seeking wealth of Allah. We create the wealth for ourselves, for Ummah, and for other makhluk Allah. If you see this definition, and you will remember that when we rich, we have wealth, some of the wealth belong to poor people. Itu sebabnya kita ada zakat. Okay, kita ada zakat because some of the wealth adalah belong to other people. Now, this is on. You can Google. You can Google in internet. They will tell you that this is the 10 top traits of the billionaire, characteristic of wealthy people. So you can see that. Previously, very difficult to find. Now you can find. Now, my question, does an entrepreneur is born by birth, or we need to create and develop this person? It is interesting. You are a university student. If you want to become entrepreneurs, it is you, not other people guide you. You are the first person if you want to become entrepreneur. For example, myself. Okay, myself, entrepreneurship is always in my heart, and I also like to become entrepreneurs. Now I'm 70. I'm still working hard to become an entrepreneur. I never stop. I never stop trying. Okay. Now, you answer this question. Then this is what Pak Edi asking me, Dato. Can you tell us Malaysian entrepreneurship? Your experience. Of course, I should start with the entrepreneurship ecosystem. So you can find many professors have their own definition, have their own way of telling ecosystem. So I just pick up one of them, and then I want to share with you from Malaysian experience. See, I'm not talking from other countries or other states. I'm talking from Malaysian system that since 1978, I involved in this entrepreneurship and developing entrepreneurs. Now, you see, there are 6 elements in this ecosystem. So I will talk 3 of them. Just 3 because I do believe that we don't have time. Now, you see, since 1970, 65% of Malays or Bumiputra di bawah garisan kemiskinan. We are very poor in 1970. Okay. 65% below poverty line compared to India, 39%, and Chinese 26%. And now what happened? Still remain the same. 80% of Malaysian wealth belong to Chinese. Okay, we are not even reaching 30%. Now, because of that, the government at that time started to create or develop a policy, or in Indonesia we call it kebijakan policy, that to help Malays. And one of the ways helping Malays by creating or developing entrepreneurs. Now you see, we have Dasar Ekonomi Baru 1971 to 1990. We have Dasar Pembangunan Nasional, Dasar Wawasan Negara, Polisi Pembangunan Keusahawanan Pengajian Tinggi. You see, we already have kebijakan untuk higher institution. We see that higher institution is very important element in developing entrepreneurs. We have Dasar Transformasi Nasional. We have Wawasan Kemakmuran Bersama, and we have Dasar Keusahawanan Nasional 2030. What? We already have plan or policy or kebijakan untuk keusahawanan nasional or keusahawanan negara. That means the Malaysian government really focusing, developing, and creating entrepreneurs. That's why we have a ministry or we have minister looking after entrepreneurs. Okay, this is from Malaysia perspective. And you see, in 1990, this is the first time the word usahawan or entrepreneurs, or the Indonesia we call it wirausaha. If I'm not mistaken, wirausaha. Inilah permulaan kepada perkataan tersebut. Ada suatu yang membeza usahawan dan peniaga. You see, previously I wrote a book, Panduan Perniagaan kepada Peniaga Kecil. Because before 1990, we only use perkataan small business. Okay, that's why the popular term we call it SME, small and medium enterprise. Now we only develop the word usahawan or wirausaha 1990. Now, second thing the government said, usahawan Bumiputra memajukan perniagaan masing-masing dengan usaha sendiri dan tidak berharap kepada bantuan dan subsidi kerajaan semata-mata. That means the government helping the entrepreneurs, but at the same time change the mindset, don't hope for government assistance and subsidy. Okay, and thirdly, government focus on training in the area of management of asset and ethic. Okay, they want businessmen or entrepreneurs have ethic in doing business. Now, fourth, government focusing on younger generation to involve in entrepreneurship program. So we want to start from the younger one, that people want to involve in business. And number five, government wants Malays or Bumiputra involved in modern sector such as pembuatan and perkhidmatan. Now they are focusing on IoT and artificial intelligence. Now, Bumiputra juga digalakkan untuk terlibat dalam industri kecil dan sederhana melalui program subcontract and franchise. So the government create the ecosystem, the opportunity for the Malays to involve in business. And number 7, the government said Malays or Bumiputra must work together with non-Malays, work together. And lastly, the government, beside new technology, also helping the entrepreneurs to go abroad, to go the international market. This is what the government from 1991 to 2000 helping the Malaysian entrepreneurs. Now, the government also established few agency or few institution. Number 1, Institute Keusahawanan Negara. So this is my idea and my brainchild. I prepared the concept paper of Institute Keusahawanan Negara. Okay. And secondly, SME Corporation. So you can Google from the website, what are the activities of SME Corporation? What are the activities of Institute Keusahawanan Negara? And then we have SME Bank Malaysia Berhad. This is to help entrepreneurs. And then we have Tekun Nasional Berhad. This is the agency to help small businessmen. Okay, then people have idea and then they don't have capital. So Tekun Nasional will help them in terms of capital. And Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia. So this Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia is copycat of Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. So interestingly, Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia, they have about 600,000 borrowers. So they call it Sahabat. And then about 90% of the borrowers or the Sahabats are women. Okay, are women. So they are starting new business, small business. So they become Sahabat of Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia. And then we have Majlis Amanah Rakyat or MARA. And lastly, we have Perbadanan Nasional Berhad. So all these agencies established by the government to help Malays or to help Bumiputra.
5 more minutes, Prof.
Now, for higher institution, this is the government asked them to do. Number 1, every higher institution must establish Pusat Pembangunan Usahawan. That is number 1. Number 2, every IPT must develop a place for students to do business, like student mall. In my former university, we have a big student mall whereby the student, maybe 100 of them can do business over there. And then they have award, and also every IPT ada mata kuliah keusahawanan. Every university, every student must take this mata kuliah keusahawanan. And then for financial institution, the central bank as the financial institution must have specific program of financing to help the SME. So this is a directive from the government and also the central bank. So this is my concluding remark, because the moderator asking me I have 4 minutes. Okay, I always stick to my time. Number 1, the Malaysian government from 1970 telah menyediakan pelbagai kebijakan or policies di dalam membangun ekosistem untuk membangun usahawan. Now, number two, government always membangun usahawan untuk mengambil peluang domestik dan antarabangsa. Pelbagai bantuan dan insentif diberikan. Yang number three, anak muda diberi peluang untuk menjadi pelbagai usahawan, terutamanya di sektor digital dan artificial intelligence and IoT. And number four, penerapan or the what I say, the interest to become entrepreneurs. Islamic entrepreneurs masih belum dibuat sepenuhnya. Kerana itu unsur keberkatan belum kelihatan sepenuhnya. I always believe if we want to work, we must have barakah from Allah if we are Muslim. So in order to get barakah, our focus must be Islamic entrepreneurship. It's not we read from the book written by Western people. It's nothing wrong. We read the book, but we always remember we Muslim, we have life hereafter. Okay, so that is the reason why I said Islamic entrepreneurship is very important. I'm now writing a book on Islamic entrepreneurship. Hopefully before I die, I already must complete the book. Wallahu a'lam bishawab. Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Well, if you want to become a successful entrepreneur, is you yourself must be, or you have the traits to become successful entrepreneurs. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. That's all from Malaysia. Give applause. Yeah, Prof. Dato already explained about how to develop the entrepreneurship in Malaysia and Muslim perspective. Maybe some of you have question and interesting this perspective. Please. Yes, please. In the corner. Wait. Yes, please.
Baik, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Unun Pertiwi and I'm from University of Mataram. My major is economic development. And I'm gonna ask about halal tourism. As we know that Indonesia is the biggest Muslim in the world. So in this opportunity, I want to ask about how to create halal tourism. Maybe some of us we don't know about the halal tourism. And then the second one is how to promote the halal tourism to the globe, because maybe all of people from the other country don't know about the halal tourism. So that is one of my question, is how to promote the halal tourism so that all people from all over the world can know about the halal tourism. And then if the halal tourism is well known in all of the world, how to maintain or how to keep this halal tourism still exists until our next generation. Maybe that's all my question. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, about the halal tourism, Prof. Dato, maybe you can respond directly, because since you talk about from the Muslim perspective, so the issue of halal tourism now is developing, especially in Asia and Lombok. We got in 2016 as halal tourism winners in Lombok here. Please, time is yours, Prof. Dato. voice.
To whom you want to promote this halal tourism? Is it you want to promote to Muslim people only, or you want to promote to people all over the world? This is the question. Okay, when I start, you know, Indonesian people learn Islamic banking or economic Sharia from me. Do you know that? That I was the first to conduct a training for Bank Indonesia people and other bankers in Indonesia about the economic Sharia, because people in Indonesia that time do not know what is Perbankan Sharia. So they use my book, my textbook, the first textbook in the world to learn Islamic economy. Now, this is very careful. Sometimes, if you want to promote halal tourism, it is good if you promote to Muslim that really want halal services. Okay, but otherwise, tourism is a business. You must fulfill the need of tourists to Lombok. What is that? So that's number one, you must know the priority of tourism that come to Lombok. Okay, we started halal hotel in Malaysia because we want people from Muslim countries to stay in our hotel. Okay, that's the reason. That is the market niche. We go the market niche. But in Lombok, for example, nothing wrong. You want to put that we are Sharia compliance hotel. That means when people come to your hotel, there is no arak in your hotel. No arak at all. But if you want to promote halal hotel and suddenly you sell liquor, you sell beer, so it defeats the purpose. So this is very important, your agenda in promoting halal tourism. If you focus the Middle East, you said my focus is for those who really want to have Sharia activities. So by all means, do you know that the halal product from Malaysia, 95% produced by non-Muslim? Do you know that? This is, they chop the halal logo from Malaysia, but the product produced by non-Muslim. So this is very important. Because for these people, they want money as long as, oh, we can sell to Indonesia because got halal logo. So by all means, so that is very important. If you think that by promoting halal tourism in Lombok, you can attract many people to come, by all means, promote. Okay, promote. You have the center, halal hotel center. If not, if people from Western country, they said, oh, this halal hotel, I will not come. This is the thing. That's why sometimes people promote ethical business. That means they are not using term that drive the customer away. We are ethical business. So that is my advice for you. Some people take advantage. But for me, I support the idea halal tourism in Lombok if you want to cater to Malaysian or other Middle Eastern country. That's my answer.
Thank you very much, Prof. Dado. Thank you very much for your explanation. Since we have limited time, Prof. Jakarin will go to the airport. So please give applause to Prof. Dado.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much, Prof. Dato. I hope we can see you again in the next seminar. So now, after going to Malaysia, now we can visit Thailand. So, Prof. Jakarin, time is yours.
Okay. All right. Hello. All right. So first of all, very happy to be here and very happy to be in Lombok for the first time. And thank you for you still staying here, listen to what I'm going to speak. Okay. Right. So thank you very much. I think it's important. You know, I remember when I was a professor at University of Notre Dame in United States in 2005, they invited Robert Schultz, actually is CEO of Starbucks, to speak in the school. And I thought, okay, I didn't care much about him. So I went to participate. I joined the seminar. I didn't listen very much. And I didn't even care he was the CEO of Starbucks. You know why? If you don't know why you are here, you're going to waste your time. And if you don't know what you want to get from coming here, you're going to waste your time. The best speaker cannot say anything to you if you don't listen. That's very important. Okay. But I know you are listening. Okay. Right. So thank you very much. Right. So, being in Lombok this time is like something like, how can I say? Not planned. Okay. Not planned. I plan to go to Jakarta. Right. And then something happened. We canceled our trip in Jakarta. And I said, okay, where should we go? And I'm here in Lombok. I think some of you want me to be here. So thank you very much. Okay. So when I talk about this creativity and entrepreneurship, right? I am professor at university. So when I'm gonna teach entrepreneurship, I'm gonna teach creativity. You may ask me, right? What is your creativity, right? What did you do in business, right? You see? So it's not easy to be a teacher, right? Because teacher needs to command respect from the student. And students don't just respect our knowledge, they respect our experience. Okay, right? So what I did, I start business. I did a lot of creativity. I design clothes, I did do a lot. Okay, so when my friend saying that this is about Thailand, right? I live in Thailand, in north of Thailand, not in Bangkok. Okay, you might have heard about Chiang Mai, you know, in the north, right? It's a old capital city, right? And I also spent my high school in United States. I studied in Japan for many years. I taught in United States. I live in United States right now. Okay, and also spent some time in Southeast Asia. I came to Indonesia first time in 1994. I think maybe you were not born yet at that time, right? Yeah. Okay. So what I can see, what experience in Indonesia is almost 30 years ago, when you look at batik, batik has very few design, right? So batik is batik, you know, it's almost the same, right? But this time when I went to the shop, batik shop, I bought a lot because I like the new design. I can see something is happening in Indonesia about creativity. Okay. So, and I also experienced yesterday, they took me to Sade village, right? Sade village, very nice village, old village, right? Somewhere here in Lombok. And I just took me there. I had good experience. And there was a tour guide who cannot speak English much. I got my translator, right? And it was raining a little bit. And I walked around the village. And they show me this and that. And then they show me some performance. And I say, goodbye, thank you very much. See, you know why? If you want to bring more customer to your village, you have to ask your customer, what is your pain point? What you want, what you don't like, what you like about the village, what you want to have in this village. Otherwise, people will come there, they will have the same experience. I think Professor Augustine said something about that, right? You need to listen to the customer all the time. They might say something you don't like, but if you want their money, you want them to come, you have to listen to them, right? So it's very important. And it's quite interesting in that village. They have the love tree, right? The love tree, where when you want to have a meeting with someone you love, you meeting in that love tree. And the tree is already dead, right? I said, how come the love tree is dead, right? You see? So, that's the belief. But, when you look at the love tree and it's dead, you feel like if I love someone here, my love might be dead too, right? You see? So you might grow a new tree along with the love tree, right? Then people will come, oh, my love's still alive. You see? So that's something like that I observe in Indonesia, that you need to be more creative. You need to listen to your customer more to be creative. Creativity doesn't come from us only. Creativity comes from everybody that you meet, right? So if you think I have to be creative, and if you say I am not creative, you're not going to do anything, right? Yeah. So again, if you want to bring creativity into your organization, in your community, in your village, ask around. Someone next to you might be very creative. Okay? So creativity is not about you create, but create together as a whole community, right? I remember the guy, he asked about his village, right? How can I bring people to my village? How can I bring them here, right? Or you talk about halal business, right? Yeah. You know Maldives, right? Maldives, an island near India, right? Below India, Maldives. Maldives also Muslim country, right? And they have the same, thing like Lombok, beautiful beaches. But how come people don't come to Lombok? They go to Maldives. What makes Maldives different, right? So, for example, I think of Maldives, I think of what? What? I think of honeymoon, right? I go to honeymoon in Maldives. And if I think of Lombok, what I think about? You see, if you're not clear, they don't come, right? So when I go to Bali, I think of what? Oh, Bali dance, right? The beach. I'm very clear. You see? So for Lombok as well, and also your village, right? You have to be very clear. When your customer think of Lombok, what they think about, right? Must be very clear. And it's your job, right? I am here to share my experience, okay? And I also do a lot of work with university in the United States, like Stanford. I teach entrepreneurship and innovation, right? And professors say, many people said this, if you want to be successful, you must be friend with what? If you want to be successful, you must take your friend. Failure. Failures are your friend. Fail and fail and fail and fail. Then you are close to successful. But if you avoid failure, successful also go away. Right? Okay? So when you fail, it's okay. And one thing about entrepreneurship that I really want to share, okay? And this one is not come from me. It's come from my friend who create 4 unicorns company. You know unicorn? More than $1 billion. He created 4 unicorns. I said, how can you do that? He said, it's very simple. If I invest in 100 business, I can fail 99, but only 1 business become unicorn, worth all my effort. Okay? So for you too, when you start business, you might fail 99, but 1 business successful, it worth everything. Okay? So don't think that I start 1 business, I fail, oh, no good, do again. Okay, right? So I also want to share my perspective. I was in United States, I studied there in high school, I taught there in university. What I learned from United States, very simple. And I don't get promotion money from this company, okay, right? So I learned this, just do it. Yeah, just do it, right? No, not Nike, just do it, okay? It's you, right? Just do it. And I spent 7 years studying in Japan. I learned one thing, very important to me. Just do it, never give up. Okay? And I'm from Thailand, right? I am Thai person. So just do it, never give up. If you cannot do it, it's okay. right? At least you try. At least you try. So just do it. Don't give up. If you cannot do it, it's okay. And do it again. Right? Okay? Do it again and again and again. Then success will be yours. Okay? Right? So in creativity, you know, when I was in Japan in 1994, long time ago, they have J-pop, right? J-pop, you know, J-pop singing. And now you have K-pop, right? Yeah, and we have Thai Lisa, right? Lisa Blackpink, yeah. She's from Thailand. Yeah, but you know why she's not famous in Thailand? She's famous in Korea. How come, right? You think about it. Okay, you think about it. And many successful entrepreneurs in United States. You know, Google CEO, right? Pepsi CEO, they are from India. How come? You see that? Maybe to be successful in creating creativity and entrepreneurship, you must create a good ecosystem where you can generate new ideas. Be open mind, right? Don't just no good, like that, right? Yeah, try. And again, there's nothing right or wrong here. You know, when our students are teachers, why I like to study, you know, because when I'm right, I'm happy. When I'm a teacher, you are wrong, I'm happy. You see, right? Yeah, so I can be right. But in business, they don't care you are right or wrong, right? They care you give me good business. You give me good products. That's what I care about. Okay, right? So I acknowledge and admire people who stood up and speak, stood up to share, ask questions. I know it's not easy. That's a very good characteristic of successful entrepreneur. You dare to fail. Okay, people might think, hey, you don't ask good question, you ha, right? Yeah, but you stood up anyway. That's very good. That's a good start. Okay, and again, when you are here, you come to the seminar, right? One thing I want you to take back before you leave, okay? Whatever you think you're gonna do it now. Don't wait until I'm 4th year. Don't wait until I graduate. Don't wait until I get married. Don't wait until I have children. Don't wait until I retire. It's too late. Okay? Start now. Number 2, when you're gonna do something, don't afraid of failure. Just do it. Just do it. Many people, you know, when you fail, what they do? When you fail, what they do? They laugh at you, right? fail, right? Yeah. And then when you're successful, what they do? They gossip about you, right? Oh, this person successful, they don't give money to society. They are very selfish, right? Yeah. So one thing, successful or fail, people gonna say something about you anyway. So what? Right? Yeah. So believe in what you do. Love what you do. You know, I start one of business. It's an Airbnb, you know, house rental. I had a house, right? And I love decoration, okay? And I didn't know that, oh, I would do this business, right? But I love to make people come to my house and they are happy, right? So I start, okay, let's try on. So I do whatever it is, you know. Right now, my house, almost every 2 days, I got a guest from many countries around the world. And I start business because I love it. Not because I want a lot of money. I want money, of course, right? Yeah. But not only money that I want, because at the end, you cannot take money back with you when you die. What you want to leave here is what? Experience for your customer. They are happy. I got, you know, like, how can I say, the comment, right? Left from my guests. They said, thank you so much for this. I'm so happy. And then good business will come, right? So do what you love and focus in your customer satisfaction, your customer happiness. Ask them what makes you happy, what makes you unhappy, so I can improve. Always keep asking. But many of us afraid, right? People will say something bad about us, you know. We don't ask for what? Comments. We don't ask for feedback. That's why we cannot improve. Okay? So when you go to the classroom, ask your teacher, teacher, how can I improve? Right? Give me a feedback. You know what? One thing I watched one video a story, right? I almost cry. You know, there was one lady. The coach is teaching ballet, right? Ballet, you know, swan dance ballet. And when he finished the class, he said, "Thank you. See you next week," right? And there was one lady. She's the best student. And she came, "Sir, sir, sir." What? Right? Sir always like that. No? What? Right? And she said, "Sir, can you tell me how did I do? How can I improve?" I almost cry. Even the best student, they still need your feedback. You see? And even you have the best business, feedback still important to you. Don't stop asking for feedback. How can I improve? And improve yourself all the time. And don't be, how can I say, arrogant that I'm okay, I don't need your help, right? I'm fine, you know, then you cannot go very far. Remember, if you want to go far, go together, right? Yeah. So the same thing for Lombok too, right? To be successful in creative economy, talk to a lot of people, work together. You know, in Paris, you know why people go to Paris? One thing people in Paris say, we are going to make the most beautiful city in the world. And something not beautiful, they destroy. If you build something, they must say beautiful, then they build. Remember the Eiffel Tower? At that time, they say it's not beautiful, right? They want to destroy. You see? So something you can learn. In Lombok, what kind of city you want to create for your people and people to come? When I say Lombok, what you want me to think about? Okay? Something, I don't know, right? It's your job, right? Yeah. And again, this is something important. You know, Eiffel Tower, I like to tell the story. People said, Eiffel look ugly, right? Very ugly. Because it's different, right? But, you know, I took my little niece to Paris. You know, she asked me, Uncle, I want to see Eiffel Tower. Please take me to Eiffel Tower. I said, tomorrow. No, she cried. You see, 100 years ago, Eiffel Tower, people hate it. Today, everyone want to go to Paris to see Eiffel Tower. What I want to say is, when you do something different, at first, people might against you. They might not agree with you. But if you keep persistent, this is what I believe in, one day, maybe soon enough, people will accept your idea. But make sure you keep persistent. You don't give up easily. Right? Yeah. Okay. So, and come back to this creative economy, like you said, right? You know, Thailand has about 10% of the economy from creative economy. We have, last year, we have over 100 filmmakers, film in Thailand. You see? So in Lombok too, right? You can attract those people to come do some industry here, right? Do a lot of things. Halal, non-halal, anything. But how can you make people come to your village, right? Yeah. How? Don't ask yourself. Ask your customer, right? Because if you ask yourself, you might not get the answer. Ask people from Malaysia why they don't come to Lombok. If you want to come to Lombok, what we need to have, so you want to come. You see, right? Now, so again, right? Today, my sharing is about asking your question, and I'm happy. At least some person listen to me. You know who? You know who listen to me in this room? Someone sit on your chair. That someone listen to me. I thank you, and everyone, thank you for your, you know, being with me today. And for me, I don't know when I'm gonna come back here again, but I hope that what I'm here 1 hour, 20 minutes with you, make some You think, right, about your future, think about what you're going to do, right? If I ask one of you, just right now, right? I just point, okay? You just give me the answer. Just one answer, simple, okay? Don't think too much. What's your future? Want to be entrepreneur. But you know, then you know what you want, right? But do you know why you want to be entrepreneur? You see, because not everyone needs to be entrepreneur. You don't have to be entrepreneur. But if you are entrepreneur, you must know why you want to be an entrepreneur. And one thing I want to share a little bit so it make it very clear for you, right? Entrepreneurs are those people who create jobs and opportunity for other people to be happy. Okay? So when you have a small business, right? You hire people to work for you. They have money, salary, they are happy. So when you want people to be happy, start business, create some jobs and do some business, right? Yeah. So that's very clear enough for you to be entrepreneur. And you back there, yeah, what do you want to? What's your future? Yeah, that's you. Go ahead. Yes, and you also can ask me a question. I'm here for you. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, what's your future? What do you want to do?
Businesswoman.
Businesswoman. You know why you want to do business? You know, this is the question that you don't have to answer now. Some question you can just think about it. Okay, it's okay. I don't know the answer. It's fine. But at least I ask myself. Maybe tomorrow I find answer. Maybe next year. Maybe next 10 years. You know, when I start to be a teacher, right? If you ask me, Jacqueline, why you want to be a teacher? At that time, I have no idea, right? I found out after I teach, I've been teaching for 7 years. Then I know why I want to be a teacher. So it takes some time. Ask yourself, okay, right? Don't give up, okay, right? Okay, so I think that's enough time, right? But of course, I still here to entertain some of your questions you want to ask, and you want to know anything about yourself, about your future, about entrepreneurship, about creativity and everything, right? So I think that's all for me to speak. Before I end, right? Before I end, I would say like this. It's a big word, no? Please take it, okay? Lombok future is in your hand, okay? Right? Thank you. Terima kasih. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was very enlightening presentation. So I was also got shocked. I try to remember also myself. Okay, for you guys, if you have question, please raise your hand. Yes, please. Professor Muda. Before he getting older.
Thank you, Professor Purkan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. I want to ask to Prof. Jakarin Simon about, Srimon about economic creative. The Ministry of Tourism and Economic Creative has two categories of nomination for support tourism village and creative village, which is tourism village nomination for appreciating tourism village and creation nomination for appreciating creative village. Based on Ministry of Tourism, there are 8 indicators to be creating creative village, which is creative products, marketing, human resource, institution of economic creative, mentoring and collaboration, infrastructure, digital technology, and financial. Which one you think from this indicator that have big impact to economic creative, so we can prioritize and concern about it? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Since we have limited time, I think this is the final question for us. And then hopefully that we can see Prof. Jakarin again in the future because he needs to go to airport soon. Okay, please.
Okay, so I think, right, I just give my idea about Sade village, no, right? I look at the village, the old lady, she's doing tung, tung, tung like this, right? And one piece it takes her like 1 week, and it costs only less than $10. You know, it means what? She works one day, only $1, right? Very few. See, it's very good product, but that they don't charge a high price. So what happened? One thing is, right, they don't have the story of the product, how I make it, why this line, this color, why this color, I have no idea. So when I look at something, with story, I pay for the story. But if they don't have the story, I will pay for design maybe, but design almost the same, right, everywhere, right? They're not much different. See, so in the Sade village, I think, right, instead of the money finance, but the people in Sade must know, right, their story. You know, when they said, hey, this house is like this, is like that, but there must be something behind the story. When they start this village, why they do like this, why they do like that, why and all that, right? You see, so the history and the story, and when you walk me to the story, right? When you get into the village, this the first house, second house, and this do this and that. Oh, I remember the story. I take photo, right? And you know, when I went there, there's no, you know, brochure, nothing about the village, you know, and no one speak English. I have no idea. You see, right? So there are a lot of things to improve, but from my experience, you have a lot of potential to do, right? And then you can start to create. And you know, if you're interested, there's a lot of courses, right? Someone said the course, they don't have money, right? But now there's a course, it's free online. And one of very interesting course is design thinking course, where, you know, it will support you to design something, design thinking, right? Okay, so you can search in Stanford University, the design thinking. There are also online certificate, and there are a lot of companies, design company in the world adopt this design thinking into the, you know, training their people. Okay, so there are a lot of interesting knowledge, yeah, and experience from other people. And one thing, I think that professor is very good. They ask question. When you learn something, don't learn by yourself alone. Learn from other people experience. Okay, you save a lot of time, right? Thank you. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Well, dear ladies and gentlemen, because we have a very limited time already, so I would like to say thank you very much for Prof. Jakarin. Hopefully we can see you again next in the future. Also, do not forget also Prof. Dato Sudin Harun. Thank you very much in the Zoom meeting, Prof. Sudin. And the student that I'm really proud of, who still until the end still have the persistency to stay, to sit here, you will soon becoming the entrepreneur. Yeah, at least the persistency of sitting here is your capital. Like what Professor Jakarin said, that Lombok is in your hand. Remember, Lombok is in your hand. Not only your hand, the other people's hand beside you. You need to engage each other. Okay, thank you very much, and hopefully see you in the future. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Tes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Tes.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank
Yes. Thank you so much to our amazing speaker and moderator. As the end of seminar session, we have reached the end of our agenda today. As the master of ceremony, I represent all of the commit would like to send our deepest sorry. And last, let's close this agenda by saying Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. And see you on the next agenda. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And for the certificate, you can scan the barcode on the LCD. Thank you.
Master key. Thank you. Oh, one thing before I leave, right? There's a one good book, and it's free online. You know, this they have their free book online, right, in YouTube. So this is what key, right? The name of the book is the title Master Key System. Okay, so please read the book. They said that Bill Gates read that book and he left Harvard. Okay, so enjoy that book, Master Key. Okay, right?
Cek. Panitia boleh foto bersama.
bertemu denganku, ku bertemu kamu. Sepertimu yang ku cari, konon aku juga seperti yang kau cari. Ku kira kita asam dan garam, dan kita bertemu di belanga. Kisah yang ternyata tak seindah itu. Ku kira kita akan bersama, begitu banyak yang sama, latarmu dan latarku. Ku kira takkan ada kendala, ku kira ini kan mudah, kau aku jadi kita. Kasih sayangmu membekas, redam kini sudah pijar istimewa. Entah apa maksud dunia tentang ujung cerita kita tak bersama. Semoga rindu ini menghilang, konon katanya waktu sembuhkan. Akan adakah lagi yang sepertimu? Kukira kita akan bersama, begitu banyak yang sama, latarmu dan latarku. Kukira takkan ada kendala, kukira ini kan mudah, kau aku jadi kita. Kau melanjutkan perjalananmu, ku melanjutkan perjalananku. Begitu banyak yang sama, latarmu dan latarku. Kukira takkan ada kendala, kukira ini kan mudah, kau aku jadi kita. Kukira kita akan bersama. Hati-hati di jalan, lembaran foto hitam putih. Aku coba ingat lagi warna bajumu kala itu, kali pertama di hidupku manusia lain memelukku. Lembaran foto hitam putih, aku coba ingat lagi wangi rumah di sore itu, kue coklat balon warna-warni, pesta hari ulang tahunku. Dimanapun kalian berada, ku kirimkan terima kasih